What is a higher order function? So it's just a normal function, but it has some unique qualities. One is that it takes another function as an input, or we can also say that it takes a callback. That function that we give it as an argument, it is also called as callback, or it returns some another function as the output. So it also returns the function as the output, it returns that as the result, or it can also do both. So the characteristics of this higher order function is that it can take another function as an input, or it can return another function as the output, or it can even do both of the things. Now let's see it with the help of an example. So here we have this function greet, and this function is, we can say, it's an higher order function. And how is that so? Because you can see it is taking this name, but apart from this name it is also taking one more thing, that is this callback. So it is nothing but a function. So when we will be using this greet function, first we will be giving it some name, and then we will also be giving it one function. And what it will do, it will just make a message. It is here making this variable message, and in this variable it is just doing this hello and that name. Nothing very logical, it's just doing this, making this string. And then what it is doing, it is passing that string to the function that we actually gave it to it as an argument. So what it was doing is that it is just passing that particular message to this function. So let's see, and here is the function that we will be passing it. So it's just a normal print message function. It takes a message, and we also see that in the previous function, in the greet function, we have had this callback, and the message it was taking it, we were passing that to this callback function. So now if you just see that here I have this greet, and I am passing the name of mine as the name, and then I am using this function, this print message function. So the print message function, I am passing it, and when I run it, let's comment this one for now. And now if I run it, yes, you can see, so the output it gave, this is a higher order function. Why? Because at the first place it take the callback function, it takes a function, and the second thing is that it is also returning a function. So here it is returning one function. So this is how it is to be said as callback function. And now what is that, instead of this print message, we could have also given it some other message. So if I just comment down this one, and here we can see that this name is there, and instead of giving it the function name, I can even declare the function. I am here making that function, and the function says what is the function doing, it is just again doing this console.log, but now it is also changing the message to uppercase, and now the output would be in uppercase. So let's run it. Yeah, so now we are doing the same thing. First we are giving it the name. So in the greet function we get the name, a message gets made, so hello Ashi is made, and then the function, this function, so in our case it was this function. So then this function is called with the message, with this hello Ashi message, and the message it got, and it actually made it in the uppercase, and then it just gave the output. And now let's learn it with a more complex example. So here we have this multiplier function, and it takes a factor, and then inside this multiplier function we are returning one another function, and that takes a number. And inside that function, the inside function, what we are returning is that the number multiplied with the factor that we took in the parent function. So this is how it is being run. And now how we can use this function is that first we are running this multiplier function, and we are giving it the value of 2. So first what will happen, we are running it, so the multiplier gets the factor 2, and now we need to store this particular value. We are storing this particular function inside this double container. So the variable, this const double, gets the value of this multiplier with the factor of 2. But now again, when we run it, when we use double and we are running this function, because we were returning this function, so what they return, in return we got this function, and now this multiplier 2 has this complete value, and we actually stored this value inside this double. And now when we run this double, so we are now returning this function, we are now calling this function, and we give it the value of 5. So the number eventually becomes the 5, and now what it is returning, we will get it through the console.log. So the number is the 5 number, because this double is this function, this double is returning this. And now when we are calling this function, so when we are calling double, so then we are returning this double. So when 5, because it is the number that we have given here, and the factor that we actually stored, that is the multiplier. So what will happen, 5 multiplied with the factor that we had earlier, it becomes, let's run it, it becomes 10. And if I just do the same thing like with triple, I'll just do triple, and here I'll be running triple, just commenting out these. So now instead of this 2, I will use 3. So now the same thing will happen. First the factor goes, the multiplier gets the value of 3. Okay, and now it is returning the function. So now after running this, what we got this function, we stored it in this triple, this complete gets stored in this triple, and since this function also needs to get some value, so when we call this triple with the 5, so the number gets the value of 5, and now we get the 5 as the number, factor as the multiplier. So 5 multiplied with 3, we get the output as 15. So this is mainly the definition of a higher order function. It in the last example we saw that how it can actually take any function as the input, or it can return any function. So in this scenario we were returning this function, and this is how the higher order function works. So this is it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.